Well, so this is kind of a belated start to my video. Welcome to day 151. This is a ski slope. Heading down that way, you can see some of the snowmaking equipment down there. But yeah, this is a ski slope that we're heading up right now, up to the top of Mount Bromley. Got dropped off this morning, and I've been hiking with a fella, which has been good because I've been pushing to keep up. And that's gotten me to the top of this thing more quickly than I expected that I would. But hoping for a really good day today. I'll show you the summit of Bromley in point 3. But weather's going to be 75 again. Not really worried about weather. And it's kind of neat to be hiking through this grass and up to the top of a ski mountain. The climb was more gradual, honestly, than I expected. And I think it's my biggest climb of the day. We've got another bump around midday. And then after that, trending generally downhill. So I'll show you the trail as we go up it today. Well, here's a look back down from where I came and at the mountains back beyond. Really kind of awesome. Almost to the top of Bromley. It was 0.3 from where we ducked off out of the woods. And we've got the big climb checked off the list early in the day today. So that's pretty awesome. I'll show you more when we get to the top. Well, I said I would check in from the top. Here it is. There's the warming shed that you perhaps have seen on some videos before. Looking over this way, I'm gonna get to the top and show you some views. Wow, awesome. And you can see forever. I should open up Peak Finder, but I forgot to download my maps for Peak Finder. But gorgeous views up here. Over here's the gondola that brings you to the top.
Why didn't we take that?
No kidding. Yeah, we should have definitely taken that. So that's where you come off the gondola right there and ski down. If you're me, you break your neck trying to get off the stupid thing. And over here's the warming shed. I'm going to show you that in just a bit too. But this is the summit of Bromley. All right, I'm going to take you over to the warming cabin. We're thinking this tower observation deck right here may be reasonably new, because I don't remember seeing this in people's videos, and I've been watching videos for a lot of years. But the warming shed over here, you can stay in it. Quark said that they stayed up here last night, but they tented because he wanted to have the sunrise views, so that's respectable. Bromley Ski Patrol. Very cool. And anyway, I'm going to duck in here and just sort of show you around. Whoa, hey, there was almost, I thought there was a hole in the floor, but it's just a grate. So, yep, there's his stuff. So it's got heaters. I don't think we need them right now this time of the year, but some bunks around and the dryer over there if you needed to dry some stuff out. That's kind of neat. They got power. You can charge stuff. Another couple of spaces in here to stay. This is really cool. I don't know whether that's Wi-Fi or not. It could be, I guess. But anyway, this is the warming cabin at the top of Bromley Ski Mountain, where a lot of times hikers will stay. And honestly, if we had been carrying our weight and had not been slack packing, this would have definitely been on my list, just from the perspective of being able to see the sunrise and sunset up here, because you get both. It's my understanding up here. So that's really neat. I'm gonna go over here and show you. There's a map of the ski trails that we've come up. I guess that's one going there. Alrighty, so here is the trail map for Bromley. And I guess we're up there at the top of the map at the little ski patrol thing. And man, some of those look kind of crazy. I'm going to show you around because you can see, oh, I was going to back here. Let me back up a little bit. Over here, pretty sure, not from this area at all, by a long stretch, but all right, so over there, and I'll zoom in, on this mountain, we think probably that's Stratton, and I was there yesterday. I think I can sort of see the tower up on the top of it up there. You probably can't. But I didn't ever come over to the ski side of it, but I was up there yesterday. We're on Bromley today, and then we have Killington coming up in the very near future. I don't know if that's the next day of hiking or not. Tomorrow, we're gonna take off because Stops and Steve are doing a really big hiker feed at the hotel where we're staying tomorrow. So we're gonna take the day off tomorrow. I've not had a day off in, I don't remember now, 8 or 9 days, I think. Here's another lift over here. And I can only imagine that, you know, in the fall and in the winter, this whole area is under feet of snow. But gorgeous views from the top up here. I'm gonna go over here to the side and see if we can see Killington from here. I don't think we can, but we might. I might not even know it. I might be looking dead on it and don't realize it. But yeah, I think this tower, given this crane equipment and such like that, I think the tower is new. And I'm sure that'll have some incredible views when they get that situated. But right now they've got closed keep out signs on it, which is fine for me because I don't do heights too good anyway. Alrighty, so there's the views out to the side. Wow, this is just so much. I have seen that gondola and that warming station on so many videos, and it is almost surreal to be standing up here. And to have gotten up as quickly as I did. It's 9:35. I've only been out an hour and 15 minutes. I don't know how far it was, but man, we hauled it up that mountain. I was glad to be, you know, hiking behind somebody that's faster than I am to get up the mountains. And golly day, the views up here are absolutely phenomenal today. It is just a God experience, and I'm so thankful and so grateful. Well, going up the trail this morning, and I'm seeing this, and I'm trying to reconcile that. I've got a better picture than the video can show, but I'm trying to decide if that's a moose track, and I'm pretty sure that it is. It doesn't look like any kind of hiker shoe. There's no heel mark. Definitely a cloven hoof, I think. Pretty sure that's a moose track, and it's reasonably fresh. It's not been stepped on by a hiker, so I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I was looking to see if there's more, because I mean, he had to come through here, or she would have had to have left others. I'm not seeing them yet, but I'm gonna walk up. Yep, there's one right there, I think. Pretty sure. I mean, the ground is soft here. I would have expected to see quite a few, but I'm pretty sure that's what I just saw as a moose track. Definitely saw moose scat a few days ago. I'll keep my eyes out for that too. But I'm looking in the mud here, going slowly, just to kind of see. I know there's at least 1 or 2 hikers in front of me. But for that to be there and to not be stepped on makes me think it's fairly recent, and it really doesn't look like any kind of a shoe print that I've seen in the last however many miles. Now that's a dog paw print right there. But just kind of keeping my eyes peeled and my ears open. Well, this is looking straight ahead. I paused to take a breath in the middle of this climb today. This is the second of 2, I think. At least the second of 2 significant climbs. And I don't remember this one being as high as the first, or as much elevation gain, but it certainly is steeper. So I'm pausing to breathe, get some water, and I'm gonna plow on forward. Well, here's a rock face. Not steep, it's just kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and I thought it would be worth taking the camera loose and taking a picture of it. I think I'm about to the top of my climb. I stopped just after I talked with you last and looked at the map. I ran into a couple of guys that were at the top of the hill, maybe my age or a little bit older, and they were breathing as hard as I was. So I took that opportunity to stop and breathe and get some water and check the map, and it said half a mile. So I think I'm probably inside of the top now. And the rest of the day, I'm hoping will be a gradual downhill. So moving along pretty strongly today. Giving me a little bit of money.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, top of the climb. Here's the view for it. Blessed to be here today. It's been really awesome. Good hike today. I think this is the hardest of the ups that I've got. Nothing significant, I think, in my future today. Hopefully it's just kind of a gradual downhill to US Forest Service number 10. And I'll get a hitch back into the hotel and get a shower and have real food tonight and sleep in a bed. So that'll be kind of awesome. But man, what a nice reward for the climb that we've got today to have this view. All right, so I would love to take credit for this, but I can't. A fellow that I'm hiking with saw this, and that's just really cool. The two pieces of quartz, one stud pointing in on the other one. Really neat. Well, pulled off just briefly for a second to stop and get my breath. I heard water running, so I came down to this shelter area, and that's a beautiful water source for this shelter that's behind me. Making good time today. Haven't checked my mileage lately, but I'm at 12:30, so I'm guessing I've got about 6 miles left to go, maybe 7. I'll look and see in just a little bit, but it's been a great day of hiking. I've had a good conversation with Bird, and I'm gonna get on up the trail. All right, we're not engineers, but these are 8x8 telephone poles, bridge closed. And Sweaty Betty's coming across. It didn't bend. Maverick jumped up and down on it.
For information.
And wow. Okay, so we're back on the trail headed north, and 7.5 miles to go. Yeah. Now this is a safe bridge. Not worried about this one at all. I wasn't worried about the last one, honestly. This is a drainage, I'm guessing, from a beaver pond. But it sure is a lot of water coming down through here. Very beautiful. Open grassy area up there. I guess it's swampy or something. I'm not sure what's beyond there. And it opens up wide down here at the bottom. Really pretty. I'm going to call this one the mountain stream of the day. And this one is definitely the bridge of the day. Well, here I am. I finally reached the pond. Quite beautiful. We have seen quite a bit of evidence of moose activity today. Some moose prints, lots of scat. They say when you get to a place like this, look around the edges, and you may see one because they come here to water. But I'm not seeing anything. All right, so I wanted to show you this. I've been on it for quite a while. This is maybe the longest stretch of bog boards we've had. But it does make the going easier because we're not stepping down into muck, although there's not a lot of muck on the trail right here right now. That's not to say that in a rainier time it would not be really swampy right here. So we're thankful for it. We're still going around the edge of this pond. I'll have to look on the map and see if I can find a name for the pond and stick it in somewhere. But ouch, little hanging tree right there. Caught the side of my head a little bit, but not nearly as bad as the couple that I whacked into on back-to-back days earlier in the week. I was going up the trail with a full head of steam, looking down at my feet, trying to not trip over roots and rocks, and ran full speed into a blowdown about forehead high. Made me see stars and say some words that probably ought to not use on my camera, since this is sort of a family channel. But still moving along here, this side of the pond over here to my left. Maybe you can see it glinting through occasionally over here. Good day of hiking. I'm going to back up and see what I just saw. I guess that's just a rock out there. I thought that it might be a beaver lodge, but it's not. There's a rock and a stick. I was thinking, well, maybe there's actually a beaver there. Now, there are some hikers on the other side, so I'm guessing we go all the way around this thing. So I wasn't planning that, but it is what it is. They've got a dog, so I think they do. So that explains some of the paw prints I've seen today. So I'm going to press on. Well, they say don't be afraid to stop and look around to where you've come from. And this is the rock that I've been climbing, not for long, 100 feet, 200 feet maybe. But this is the view behind me. Definitely worth stopping and looking around. Well, 5 minutes later, I'm still not to the top of this thing. Was not expecting a rock scramble today, but it's not been too terribly bad. I think I'm almost to the top. So I'll keep plowing forward, but I just wanted to show you that I'm not out of it yet, and I don't expect to be for quite a while. Well, I really wasn't expecting this late in my day. Probably about a mile and a half from the end of the hike, and I've got this river right here. Beautiful. We got a bridge to cross as well. That's nice. I'm glad of that. But yeah, I was not expecting a giant river. I guess this is called Big Branch, or at least that's my best guess based on a sign that I saw to the Big Branch shelter. We got a suspension bridge right here. I'll show it to you as I get closer. I'm just kind of minding my step not to trip over the roots. Wow, that's a 12-inch beam right there. But all these white rocks are beautiful. I haven't seen anything like this before. Here's my bridge. Go up and over a bit, holding my phone with two hands as I go across. I'll show you what I see. If that tree limb weren't there, you could see the waterfall. Let me go on a little further. There you go. There's where it's puddling in or pooling in right here. Really a pretty sight. Well, I'm near the end of my hike today. I've come up on Forest Service 10, and there's a parking lot just a little ways down. I see it right over there, I think. I'm actually a little behind my time today. I thought I'd be here 30 minutes to go, or 20 minutes to go, but stopped briefly to talk to somebody. But the trail this afternoon has been really rocky and rooty. Couple of places where it was nice and flat and all good. One of those places, my right foot caught a little stump or a root or whatever, and I fell over like a bag of rocks. It's the first serious fall that I've had in a while. But I'm gonna cross over this little bridge right here, and I'm assuming my parking area where stops is gonna be right over here to my left. And we'll check in with him and get a ride back into town. So I'm eager for that. There he is. I'll apologize for being late. It is what it is, and it couldn't have been helped. So I'll check in with you when we get to the hotel. All right, so I am standing on Silver Bridge looking back up Big Branch. Folks have got the right idea down here, chilling on their lawn chairs and enjoying sticking their feet in the water and just having a chill here. Stops was telling me about the rain from last year, how it was just insanely high through here. You couldn't see any of these boulders. It was just a big wall of water coming down through here. And I can't even imagine. You know, they had some serious issues with rain and wet in Vermont last year, to the point that I think the trail was closed up here in some sections because of all the water. Lots of people had to ford things that you don't usually have to ford, and it was just really dicey. So we've been very fortunate this year. But here's this old steel girder bridge, Silver Bridge, that we've come across on our way back to town. I thought I'd stop and show you this. Well, this is the end of day 151. Appreciate you watching after us and looking at the video today. We are headed back to the Catamount for tonight. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. Lots of cooking and stuff going on tomorrow, so looking forward to that. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you first thing in the morning.